Mrs. Dan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Yes, thank you. Right. Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu.
So good evening to everyone. So this is the 12th day of our meditation practice. Today too, all of us get together to practice this noble and non-sectarian practice, which can bring us light. Which can bring us light. So, according to Buddha, we have to be a light to ourselves. The other people can help you, but you have to be a light to yourself. The other people cannot alight you. They just can help. So always, so it depends. The success of your meditation, it depends on you, not on anybody else. So the more you practice, the more benefits you are bound to gain. Right, Albert? So it is very important for all of us to practice well. So when we practice, science says that the more we practice, recently they found out that there are so many brain cells, very useful brain cells, which stay asleep throughout our life. So if we properly meditate, it can revive those brain cells too. So it can help a lot. So please dedicate. Invest your own time and practice all by yourself, understanding the technique properly, being like yourself. Please practice ardently. If you do so, you are bound to gain good results. You're bound to gain good results. Sometimes, if the mind doesn't concentrate well, there are people who become very frustrated. Don't feel frustrated. Even the Buddha started like this. Even all the other enlightened people, they also started like this. They worked diligently and finally achieved what they wanted to achieve, the ultimate peace and ultimate happiness. So always focus on the positive gains other than the negative results that you do. Sometimes your mind may not be able to concentrate. You couldn't concentrate well, but still you could sit longer. At some times, be happy that you could sit longer without changing your body. Think about that. And then accept the truth. Yes, my mind wandered, but I will try to concentrate. I will try my best. So there is a positive side. I am really happy about that. And there is this negative side. I will improve. So when you think like that, then you will succeed too. So always don't focus on the negative gains. Always focus on the positive gains and then be happy. And then after that, be happy. Then after that, try to change the negative side. So that's what you need to do. So be alive to yourself, work yourself hard, and so focusing on the positive gains, determine and try to improve in the negative side yourself. So that's what we are going to do. So as usual, the new meditators are instructed to practice the first step of breathing meditation. So first step of breathing meditation is, so you have to focus on your Vihara breath. Don't go, so focusing on your breath. When the breath is coming in, you observe it as it is. So don't go with the breath all the way in. Just observe the breath up to the level, that means to the end of your nostrils, right? And then after that, the breath will go in, and it will go across the nostrils, and then it will touch the end of your nostrils. And that's it, stay there. And then the breath will go inside, whatever it does inside, let it go, right? And then when it comes back, it will touch the very same place. And at that time, be aware. And when it is going out, be aware that it is going out. You're breathing out. If it is long, be aware. If it is short, be aware. If it is soft, be aware. If it is gross, be aware. So don't try to change the breath. Be aware about the breath as it is. And last week, we started the third step of breathing meditation. So I hope you remember the instructions. So today, so third step of breathing meditation is, now anymore, we are not focusing on this whole area. We just pay our entire attention to this small triangular area below the nostrils and above the upper. Within that area, this is not for the meditators who joined recently. So this is only for the meditators who are old and who are practicing since January, right? You can practice first step, okay? So within this area, we keep our entire attention with patience. So we limit our attention to the area below, small triangular area below the nostrils and above the upper. And within this area, whatever the sensations that we feel, we stay aware. We stay being aware about all those sensations. Let it be heat. You observe it as heat without trying to change it. You may not like it, but try to be balanced. Just let it be so. So there are some heats, even though you focus, you don't like it. No, don't do that. Just be the observer. And don't try to change it. Sometimes you may feel itching sensation too. Don't try to go and itch. Let it be so. Just be the observer. Right now, within this area, I feel a sensation of heat. Now, during this time, within this area, I feel a sensation of coldness. Now, within this area, I feel a sensation of itching. Now, within this area, I feel a sensation of pulsing, throbbing, if not twinkling, if not pinching, if not, you feel hardness, you feel softness, or you feel there are sensations. These are the sensations that we can name using the common names, but there are thousands of sensations that you don't know by name, but still you will feel. So later on, when you start developing vipassana meditation, you will start to encounter hundreds of sensations that you have never encountered. So they are there, but since your concentration, your tolerance, your patience has not grown up to that level, you can't feel them. So day-to-day life too, you will start to feel them sometimes. So somehow you feel various kinds of sensations. If you don't feel a sensation, keep on observing the touch of the breath within that period. So that is also a sensation. So whatever the sensation that comes up, be it. Not everywhere here, just within this small area, this small triangle area. If you feel it difficult, then please move back to the second step of breathing meditation. That means start observing the breath within this limited area below the nostril, big triangle area below the nostrils and above the upper lip. If you cannot, if you feel that it is difficult to focus on this area, right, and feel the sensation, that means your bucket and its straw, your bucket straw is not long enough to put it inside the well and to take the water out. So try to be patient and more patient. If it doesn't work, then move to the second step of breathing meditation, right? So please practice like that. Sahili and Billy can practice first one, okay? Okay, all right. So first step, so please start practicing like that. Now everyone, please keep your back straight. Your neck straight. Your head straight. Let your whole body to relax. Now please keep your right palm on your left palm and close your eyes, not very tightly, not very smoothly, to the level that you can cover the outside scenes. Now calm down, calm down. Now, first of all, I'm going to pay our respect and gratitude to the Buddha. So that's how we are going to start. That is good for your concentration too. So everyone, please very calmly listen to this small chanting, and after that we are going to start the meditation. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti biso bhagava araham samma sambuddho vijacharane sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanam buddho bhagavati Swakato bhagavata dhammo Samritiko akaliko. Ehi pasiko opanaiko. Pacatang meditammo vinyuhiti. Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Samici patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadinang chattari purisa yugani atte purisa pungala ise bhagavato savaka sangho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya kirtang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet, very alert, very attentive mind, with a very relaxed, patient mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. Pay your entire attention towards your objective of meditation. If you are practicing the first stage of breathing meditation, please keep on practicing first stage. If you are practicing the second step, please keep on practicing the second step. And if you are practicing the third step of breathing meditation, please start and continue. May your meditation be very, very successful. May your meditation be very, very successful. Everyone, please start your meditation. Now, if your legs are paining, you can relax your legs, but not the old students. They are asked to sit the same way until the meditation ends. So the new meditators or the meditators who joined recently, they can relax their legs, but keep the eyes closed. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation after breathing meditation. Let your whole body to relax. Relax. Let your whole body from top to bottom, bottom to top, the whole body to relax. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with ourselves. Spread loving kindness towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards yourself. Now let's spread loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my parents, teachers, and relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful, very peaceful. May my parents, my mom and dad, my teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful, be very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards them. Now let's spread loving kindness towards the people who are in the middle, who are neither your, your relatives or friends, who are neither your enemies. The people who are in the middle. May all the people who are in the middle be well, be happy, be peaceful, be very peaceful. Now let's spread loving kindness towards our enemies. Due to our negativities, we become enemies of the other people. The other people also see an enemy in us. Somehow, this is a time to forgive. What happened in the past, that is past. What is present, that is present. Presence. So that's what you all now have. Nothing else. So appreciate the present and let the past go. And forgive and let go all those grudges. And spread loving kindness towards the enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful, very peaceful. Please spread loving kindness towards the enemies. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the universe. Not only we think of human beings, we think of all kinds of creatures, all the beings who are visible or invisible, whatever the shapes that they have, whatever the capabilities that they have, we don't discriminate because of those. We spread our loving kindness without any condition. We give our loving kindness towards all of them. Let's share our loving kindness with all beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful, very peaceful. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful, be very peaceful. Now, everyone, please, very peacefully and very slowly open your eyes and let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. Take a good breath. Take a deep breath. And now, please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Dear Dhamma friends, dear meditators, so for the 12th day too, we finished the practical sitting session. And I hope now you can feel those sensations. But I know it's difficult. So so you come from throughout the other, so within these 30 minutes, it's difficult at once to concentrate. So throughout all the other so 6 days and 23 and 30 minutes, you let your mind to wander everywhere. And suddenly you come and you sit and you start to meditate. It's hard, I understand. But as I always mention, if you practice daily, if you sit daily, this is possible. So I hope you felt at least some. Could you feel could you feel heat, sensation of heat? At least could you concentrate and could you feel this small triangle area? I know that's hard because your mind is so much attached to this whole body. This part you think it's a very small one. So you compare. So that's the case. So see, you can't focus here, letting your mind so you can't give your entire attention here because you are not used to that. So somehow, please try. Gradually you will be able to see. So at first you will see it as a small needle, needle in the head. But later on, the more tolerance, the more patience you develop, you will start seeing it as a rubber ball, and later on, then it will be just like a big volleyball with big soccer ball. So for that, you need to nurture and you need to grow up this small child mindfulness, the attention, the concentration. So let it grow. Be patient. So Rome was, so there is a saying, Rome was not built within a day. So it took a long time. So this is the same. You have to work. You have to work. You have to be a light to yourself. Right? Nobody else can be a light to yourself. So take the responsibility, be responsible, and practice. Then you are bound to get the good results. So whatever sensations that arise, don't try to either pull or to push. There may be sensations that are difficult, sometimes painful. Heat, you don't like it. And so sometimes you feel the throbbing sensation or pulsing sensation, you feel a little bit scared. Oh, pulsing, it's there. But don't worry, you won't feel it right now, later on. Oh, I have pulsing here. I thought it's here. It's here too. So you feel it. Don't worry. So it's also a sensation. It is everywhere. It is throughout. It is there throughout of your body. But until you start to develop your concentration, you didn't feel it. Now you have started to feel it. Let it be so. Accept the truth. And whatever it happens, let it happen. Let it happen means you can't stop this throbbing sensation or pulsing sensation. It is there. Accept the nature and be aware. And then there'll be pinching sensation. Sometimes you will feel like a person has come and started harassing you with the needle, right? That means pinching. Somebody is pinching. At such times too, don't be agitated, right? Don't try to do like this and to stop it. Just be aware. You are just a gatekeeper right now. So what you do is you just focus. You just observe. And you are not going to change it. Right, Albert? We are not going to change. We just observe as it is. So then there'll be comfortable sensations too. You feel coldness. Suddenly you feel heat for a long time. At once it changes. Now coldness. Then it's sometimes there are various kinds of coldness. So sometimes you feel very comfortable coldness. You start craving for them. Don't crave. They have risen because causes have risen for them for that to arise. Let it be so. Just be the observer. Don't crave. Try to keep the balance of mind as much as possible. Just observe. Oh, right now I am feeling coldness here. Sometimes you feel lightness, very light. Sometimes you feel so relaxed. This one so relaxed. And there's various kinds of other comfortable sensations that you have never encountered in life. They will be there too. And sometimes you will feel a current. Current is flowing within this area. So let me warn. When you sit for the meditation, don't expect these sensations to arise, and don't develop the craving to experience this. Until if you do so, you won't go there, right? And these sensations will be there, but let them be there. If you experience, that's the truth of this moment. That's the truth of this present moment. Let it be so. Just be aware. That is your job. Your job is just to be aware. So with a very patient mind, with a very calm mind, be aware. So various kinds of sensations will come and go. Be aware and once again be aware. By that way, you will start to develop your attention and your concentration, your inner calmness, your inner peace, and the original happiness, the real happiness. It will start to raise their heads. But again, don't attach. Since you are meditating well, you have started to gain good results. So whenever you start craving for them, you will fall down for sure. So don't be hasty, don't crave. Appreciate, okay, please say, okay, I did a good job, that's why I'm feeling this. But I know they are also impermanent. They will also change. So they are just like guests. When they arise, you welcome them. Oh, how wonderful! How wonderful! You came here. You came to my home. Right, very nice. I welcome. Then coldness comes. Again, what you do? You do the same welcome. Very nice. You came to my home. Coldness, come, please sit. As much as you like, please stay. Whenever you want to go, please go. Right? like that. Please do like that. Then you will be able to maintain your balance of mind, your concentration. If not, at the very moment that you start to pray, you start to fall down. Your good sensations that you feel right now, they'll turn into difficult sensation. At the very moment that you start to crave for them. So don't crave for them to stay longer. Don't crave for them to stay to vanish. Let them be there and just be the observer. You are just the observer. This is very important. I'm so glad that you started on January and come to the third step of breathing meditation. And this is the most important one, most fruiting one. But to get the good fruits, you need to practice. Okay? So very patiently and understanding the technique properly, please practice and be a light to yourself. Okay? Today I am going to teach about the fifth enemy of meditation. Not only meditation, in life too. Fifth enemy of meditation is doubt. Doubt. How many lives have become have made disasters because of the doubt? People have doubt all the time. So since the time that human history started up to now, we have doubts, and it is not bad to have doubt. Buddha always appreciated the doubt, but always doubting also becomes an obstacle. If you have a doubt, what you need to do is you need to get it clarified. You should find the facts and you should get it clarified instead of keep on doubting. You should associate noble friends who know about those things, right? You can discuss and you can expel those doubts, and then you can think yourself and you can read, and by all those ways you can expel the doubts. Once the Buddha went to so there was a village, village which was situated at a border between the kingdom of Kosala and kingdom of Magadha. That means Gujarat and Punjab and Bengal, West Bengal, that area. So in this village, all the people who lived, they were called as Kalamas. And their traditional job was to serve the people who go from this country to that country. So they were at the border and they had to serve the people who travel from this country to the other country, and from this country to this country. So from Magadha to Kosala to Magadha. And so they encountered various kinds of people. Among them, there were many religious teachers. So sometimes those religious teachers came, and all the people at their village, most of them, they came to meet these religious teachers. And one of them come and that person teaches that what I say is the truth, and nobody else knows the truth other than me. And that person teaches like that, and this person goes. After some time, another religious teacher comes. And then that person teaches something else. And that person also says, I only know, I am the only one who knows the truth. Everyone else. So doesn't know. Then the villagers, they ask, last month also, another teacher came, they told me this. What do you tell about this? What is your opinion? Then that teacher says, everything that teacher said is false. What I said is the truth. Another teacher comes after some time, and that teacher also teaches something else and refutes the previous two teachers. Finally, the whole village gave up practicing religion, practicing any kind of religion. So the whole became, at that very time, became atheist. Right? Let's see what. Then they heard that there is a Buddha was arising in the world. And they heard that Buddha is so capable and so virtuous and so wise. And they were willing. So all the people, most of the people at that village, they were expecting the Buddha to come one day to see them. Once the Buddha had to cross both the countries, so from one country, he had to go from one kingdom to the other kingdom. So he went to this Kalama's village. The Kalam villagers were so happy. They welcomed the Buddha and treated the Buddha so well. And in the evening, they got around the Buddha. They sat around the Buddha and asked. They said, we have a question to ask Buddha. Then Buddha said, go ahead, no problem. I'm here to help you. Then Buddha said, then Kalama said, various kinds of religious teachers throughout the history of Kalamas came here. And all of them said what they say is the truth. And what all the other religious teachers say is the untruth. So we are in a big confusion. Oh Buddha, is this doubting right? Is our doubt wholesome? And at the same time, how to actually find a good teacher? Then Buddha said, Kalama is very nice. You develop doubt at the right place. So no one should believe something only because your parents said so. It doesn't mean you should not believe them. You should think when they said something, you have to think. No one should believe anything because your forefathers believed so. No one should believe anything because so many people believe so. No one should believe anything only because it is in the scriptures. Only because. It doesn't mean scriptures are bad. We have to investigate, right? Just because they are in scriptures, you should not blindly believe them. So only because it goes with my logics, you should not believe anything at once. So only because it goes with your viewpoint, you should not believe anything at once, because sometimes your viewpoint may be wrong. And then you should not believe anything because this is a famous person, a famous figure said so, right? So like that, we should not believe anything at once. That's true. That's a sensible way. But Buddha said, if someone teaches something, so when you practice it, if you feel that your craving goes away. When you practice, anybody is teaching, if your craving goes away, that's a nice teaching. That's a wholesome teaching. Please practice. It doesn't matter whatever the teacher. That's a good teaching. Please practice. Whenever you start practicing any teaching, if your aversion goes away, that's a good teaching. It doesn't matter whoever teaches it. Please accept and practice. And whenever we practice someone's teaching, you practice someone's teaching, if your ignorance goes away, that's a good teaching. So please practice. Kalamas were so jubilant. They said 3 times, sadhu, 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 and rejoiced in the Buddha's words. So, doubt is fine. But if you keep on doubting, then you will only have thoughts, you won't be able to practice well. So whenever you have a doubt, meet the knowledgeable people and talk to them, and so read the related books and get out of those doubts, and so live a doubtless life and practice without doubts, with clarity. So there are things that when you doubt, that you cannot see any end, right? So it's okay to investigate about the outside world, but Buddha always told us, so more than investigating the outside world, doubting everything about the other people, to think about, focus on yourself. Once the Buddha taught people about the 3 kinds of planetary systems. So there are 3 kinds of planetary systems in the world. In astrology, they call it galaxy, super galaxy, cluster of super galaxies. In Buddhist words, they are called as Sahasi Lokadhatu, Dvisahasi Lokadhatu, and Tisahasi Lokadhatu. Description the same, but words are different. So Buddha gave this description. And then there was one monk who was called as Malunkyaputta. His name was Malunkyaputta. That Bhante went to the Buddha and he was so curious about these words. Buddha had to say this, had to talk about these 3 systems because he wanted to clarify some Dhamma facts. But Bhante Malunkyaputta doesn't want to know about any Dhamma or any meditation fact. Instead, he wants to know about these 3 planetary systems. So then he went to the Buddha and asked about further descriptions about these 3 planetary systems. Then Buddha told, no, I'm not going to talk about those. Then Bhante Malunkyaputta insisted. And then he insisted several times. But Buddha said no. Then he threatened later on the Buddha, if you don't teach me about these 3 planetary systems, then I'm going to destroy. Then Buddha told him, Malunkyaputta, when you became a monk, did I promise you that I will teach you about this galaxy, super galaxy, and cluster of super galaxies? Bhante Malunkyaputta said, no, sir, you didn't. Then did I teach you about, did I promise you when you became monk that I will teach you to attain the ultimate happiness and ultimate peace, purification of mind, Nibbana? Then Bhante Malunkyaputta said, yes. So then it's your decision. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you destroy, you can destroy. You are free. I'm not going to teach about these planetary systems because they are external things. So before you look at the outside world, you have to look your inside world. Whenever you see your inside world, you will see the outside world too. Because outside world begins from, not from outside, it always begins from inside, right? So then Malakiputta understood, he practiced well, and finally he attained Nibbana, and so actually the real world. So doubt is fine, but useless doubt, too much doubt will ruin you, your meditation, and at the same time, so baseless doubt will ruin your life. So always live with clarity, right? Live with clarity. Now we are going to finish today's meditation session. Everyone, please think. Today, too, all of us go together and practice this wonderful meditation technique. And I'm glad you have started practicing the third step. And I really, really appreciate your courage, but dedicate more time, invest more time for yourself. So, and hope you'll grow. Plant starts like this, then gradually it grows and grows and grows and would become a huge tree. And later on, it will give a lot of good fruits, sweet fruits. So just like that, you are a plant right now. Gradually, you will grow. You will become big tree. And later on, I hope you will give sweet fruits of positivity, peace and happiness. You'll share them with all the people that you associate, right? So with those thoughts, please think. Today, all of us accumulated a lot of positive energy. May this positive energy, first of all, be with all the people who are sick and at the same time who are suffering. May all of them come out of their suffering. May all the people be able to live their lives with comfort. May this positive energy be with all the divine beings, departed relatives, and may they also get the chance to practice this non-sectarian noble Dhamma path, non-sectarian noble practice, and may they also attain real peace and real happiness. May this positive energy be with all of us. May no harm come to us. May all good things happen in our life. May all our troubles be away. May we gain good health. May we develop in beauty, mental and physical strength and comfort and wisdom. Practicing the Dhamma path, practicing this non-sectarian meditation technique, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. With those thoughts, please join your palms together and concentrate for the final blessings. Abhivadana silise nichang vada pachai Chattaro dhamma vadanti Ayuvanno sukhang balang Ayurarogya sampatti Sagya sampatti me vache Ato nibbana sampatti Imitate samijjato Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Good night to everyone. May all the good things happen to you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be very peaceful. Very peaceful.
Mm. Oh, there's everybody. Oh.
Mrs. Diane, good night.
Good night, sir.
Mr.
Thank you so
Juan,
much.
good night.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Mr. Dalini, good night.
Good night, Bante.
Yeah, good night. Jaime, good night. Buenas noches.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night. And Mr. Frank, good night.
I
And
really
Mrs.
enjoyed that.
Liz,
Thank
good
you.
night.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Liz.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good. Okay, me be happy. Good night to everyone. See you in the next week.